Announced in the summer, the MatePad Pro 11 for 2022 brings some most welcome updates to Huawei's high-end tablet lineup. The 11 in the name is the display diagonal, up from 10.8 on last year's smaller Pro, but it's now an OLED display, just like the Pro 12.6 from 2021. A Snapdragon 888 chip replaces the SD870 for the cellular connectivity version, which we have for review here, and you now get an extra ultrawide camera on the back. All this is packed in what Huawei calls the thinnest and lightest 11-inch tablet to date. We're calling this the MatePad Pro 11, 2022, in our specs in an attempt to make things as clear as possible, but Huawei doesn't use the model year in their press materials. It's technically the only MatePad Pro with an 11-inch display so far, but there is the MatePad, non-Pro, 11 from last year to get us all mixed up, and next year might very well bring a successor, so Pro 11, 2022, should be uniquely identifiable as this MatePad we have here, both now and going forward. Well, minus that chipset/connectivity divide, but more on that when it comes up. The MatePad Pro 11 arrives in a sturdy white cardboard box with some small prints on it. The device name is front and center, and there's a Huawei logo, the display diagonal, and a mention of the app gallery. Inside the box, we got a charger rated at 40W for our SD888 equipped cellular capable version of the tablet, even though the device should support up to 66W of charging. The Wi-Fi only model maxes out at 40W but ships with a 22.5W adapter. We're not sure why the two differ in charging capability, and even then why they aren't bundled with matching adapters. The MatePad Pro 11's one glaring flaw is evident before you even get to experience the tablet itself: it's the lack of Google backing. So if you're at all reliant on the Google Apps Suite, or apps that require Google Play services to run, there's not much point in considering this particular tablet. However, we'd argue the limitations are much easier to live with on a tablet than on your smartphone. If this doesn't bother you, the MatePad Pro 11 is a nicely capable and very appealing offering. It's got one of the best displays on a tablet and possibly the fastest charging we've encountered on one, fast enough to make the SOSO battery life barely a mention in the cons section. Harmony OS may not be Google's Android, but you'll find a wide-ranging selection of the most used apps in Huawei's app gallery. The proprietary features are useful and well thought out, and the optional stylus and keyboard make for a very versatile productivity/creativity package. The nice speakers are also a plus, as is the better-than-average camera system. The compact dimensions and low weight don't hurt either, though if you're after an 11-inch tablet, perhaps you're willing to accept some concessions in terms of bulk and heft. All in all, the MatePad Pro 11 is worth a recommendation. Provided you can find one, which isn't straightforward in Europe, much less in the US.